Howdy everyone. Uh, Today I'm going to share with you what to do when blogging seems hard. And there are a lot of reasons why blogging would seem hard for you. I don't really know the particular reason right now, but I'll share some of the reasons why blogging can be hard. One of the very common way why blogging might be hard is overwhelm. There's so much stuff to do. Like people on TikTok, people on Facebook, people, and when you look at these things, you see these people that are doing well on Facebook, and you're like, they're doing well, and you're like, shouldn't I be on Facebook too? And there's Twitter, there's Threads now, the new app that just came out. So much stuff that's happening, and so you ask yourself, I have to be there, I have to do this, I have to do that. And for most people, they have full-time jobs. Some of them are students too, and coupling blogging with all these number of tasks that we have to do, it becomes so overwhelming. And for most people, when they're overwhelmed, instead of moving forward, they just stop and do nothing. Like when stuff is so much, you just stop and they do nothing and they make no progress. So what you could do with overwhelm is ask yourself, what is the one task or the one, two, three tasks that if I should do them would give me at least or at around 70 to 80% of the result in blogging, and just focus on those tasks. Yeah. And one thing I'm happy about is AI tools coming out now. Now, for social media, let's say you want to be on social media, depending on the niche you're in. If you want to be on social media, you can use these AI tools to have one place where you put all your content and you schedule them to the multiple platforms. So now you're not trying to go to Twitter, go to Facebook, go to TikTok. You just create one piece of content and you have it move to these other platforms. And what you could also do is video repurposing, or because now if you're not doing video, you're just missing out on a lot of stuff. Because video is like the new thing that's happening. In fact, I might even say new, it's old news. You should be on video. So when you do video, you can repurpose it to shorts, to all this platform using one tool, and you can get those repurposed clips and send them to the platforms you get. But majorly, when you seem overwhelmed, you need to ask yourself, what is the most important task? Now, there are certain tasks that, yeah, they're important, but nah, they're not gonna move. Yeah, when you do a lot of all these tasks, they seems like they're moving forward, but it's not gonna move that much. And that's why we would have a situation where you're doing so many stuff, but you're not getting so much result. And you see other people who, yeah, like they don't really spend that much time, they don't really do that much stuff, and yet they are getting so much more results than you that is seem to be busy all the time. So for blogging, depending on the stage you are, the major thing you should be doing is either writing, making video, or that's if you're doing a podcast, you can also be doing recording the podcast, which you can also repurpose to other forms of content. But usually, the major thing is producing content. That's the major thing. Now, you might be at a stage where you need to create a course for your website or blog, understandable. But that's like the major thing. What you could also do with overwhelm is, like I said earlier on, you can leverage AI tools. There's so many AI tools that can help you save time. It can help you do the work faster. Let's say you're making videos and you really don't know how to edit, but you just want to cut the video and not exactly super editing, but just remove the silence and the dead space in the video. You could use some tools like Cut. There are many tools out there. They'll just once you upload, they'll cut for you and you preview. So instead of spending 1 2 hours to edit your video, you can film your video fast and upload it, and get a good version, and you post. So you reduce the number of time, you reduce the number of things you can do. If you love editing, that's great. Well, it depends on the kind of video you're making too, but that gets the job done. What you could also do is you could look for someone to outsource the work out to. But for most of us, we're not even making enough money to cover the expenses of blogging, let alone pay for someone to do the job for us, which is why we have to focus and get them start making. Because one thing you notice about pro bloggers is that they've outsourced a lot of tasks that kind of distracting, and they focus on the lever moving tasks. So if, for example, they need someone to schedule, someone to do this, someone to post, they just have a social media manager, or they pay for an expensive, not exactly expensive, but most software is expensive. Yeah, you can see free versions, but they pay for a software that have all the sites they schedule to all the sites. Yes, most recently I talked about was it recently or for a long time? There's a video where I talked about why should you buy softwares and lifetime softwares and lifetime deals, but you can't buy those softwares and lifetime deals if you're not making money. So then it doesn't really work. Another thing you could do is when blogging seems hard, and so it's maybe you're moving in the wrong direction. You need to sit down and ask yourself, why is it that I'm not yet getting results? Is it because I'm working on the wrong things? Yeah, not exactly wrong, but there's certain tasks that you might be doing them. You might be doing keyword research, but you never get to write blog posts. You might be writing blog posts, but you're not writing blog posts that has high demand. You're not writing blog posts that a lot of people are searching for. And you might be optimizing, changing things, working on your logo, changing color, design, palette, and all those things. But those tasks, why having a beautiful website is great, but people are there for the content. And if there's no content, then we're not going to go to your website to look and admire the logo. No, nobody. I don't know, but I'm not going to go to your website to admire logo.